This is What's Daniel Wearing, Part 5. Join us, we're going to be talking about this and a lot more. Hello, David Zaretsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. As you can see from that opening, we're here to talk about what's Daniel wearing, what's Daniel Craig wearing. And we've done so many of these episodes. I think this is like, I don't know, part 6, part 5. It's some part. We've done icons and things like that. And by the way, a lot of this is inspired from the Instagram, What's Daniel Wearing? You can see it right there. It's a great Instagram. A good friend of ours runs it, and there's a lot of information there. And that's where a lot of these clothes come from. But let's face it, the reason we even talk about these types of things is because, well, Daniel Craig is a bit of the Steve McQueen of our era. He's a bit of a fashion icon, and for our age group, we always need those type of icons to keep us on the rails. Some fool at a New Yorker interview with Daniel Craig even had the audacity to tell Daniel Craig that very thing face to face. I can't imagine who it was. You've become, whether you admit it or not, a bit of the Steve McQueen of a new generation. And so, yeah, you can win. But there you go. So let's talk about this. First of all, I'm wearing actually the first piece we're going to be talking about, and that is a very simple t-shirt. It's a $15 t-shirt that you can get at the New York Theater Workshop. The New York Theater Workshop is the theater where Daniel Craig is now doing his Othello play. It's ending in just a couple days. It was sold out everywhere. I almost had the chance to see it, but happily some friends got to see it. I heard it was amazing. It was sold out. It's almost as popular as that play Hamilton. But the nice thing about it is some eagle-eyed individuals spotted Daniel Craig wearing this very shirt in rehearsal. So, simple thing, what's Daniel Craig wearing? Well, it's this simple t-shirt. It's a nice t-shirt. It's got, again, that high bicep that we all look for. It's pretty fitted. This is a medium. You might want to go to a large, but it's really soft. It's just one of those things you can throw under something. It's a nice support of the arts. Even if you can't get one of those tickets for $125, $15, you're still supporting the arts in New York City. You can walk into the theater and buy one of these, or you can call them on the phone. It's pretty simple. Let's take a look at another shirt that has to do with Othello, though. So you can tell from that picture, that was actually one of the press photos of Daniel Craig wearing this. What is this? Well, this is obviously, it's a Henley. It is the Rag & Bone Indigo Standard Issue Henley. It's a classic Henley. And look, folks, you're either a Henley person or you're not. I mean, Henleys have this great kind of rough and tumble look to it, but it can dress up an outfit. You can put it under a cardigan. You can do a lot of things with it. I like Henleys. I think it's a great layering Henley. It's very simple. It's extremely soft. You can actually see on here, it's got the Rag & Bone little stitching on it, so it's got some nice detail. What I like about it is the placket here actually is white, so it stands out a little bit, but it's this great indigo color with reverse stitching. What does reverse stitching mean? Reverse stitching on here just means that it looks like it's turned inside out, but that is a very vintage look. Now, let's talk about sizing on this, because this is standard issue, meaning that you can still find these. You can still find these all over the place. Again, really comfortable. Somebody said on YouTube, why do you talk about the comfort and the softness? Because I don't like wearing sandpaper, and I think you don't want to either. So if something's soft, I'm going to highlight it. But you can see the fit on this. I like the fit on this because it's something I would wear underneath. This is a small. It's a small. Usually I take a medium. So you want to think about that if you're ordering about this online. I'm a 48 European, 38 US, sometimes a 40. So you want to think about what size if you are ordering this online, but it's a simple piece. Daniel not only picked it out, but he wears it in real life. So pretty great piece that's actually still available. Let's take a look at something else. So one of the things that you see in a lot of the pictures is a great Australian brand called R.M. Williams, and these are boots that he wears very often. He wears a lot of different variations of this boot. What's great about this boot, it's the Comfort Craftsman in Chestnut Yearling. We're going to talk about this because this is a boot that a lot of people talk about. Why? Because not only is it quote-unquote Daniel Craig approved, by the way, these are my comfy UGG slippers. Highly recommend them. Not the most Bondish or Daniel Craigish thing, but damn it, they're comfortable. But here it is. Here's the boot. Now what's great about this boot is this boot is made out of a solid piece of leather. It's stitched up in the back here. Beautiful, beautiful stitching. Really, really well done. You can see that this has got a certain amount of flexibility to it. It's got some amazing, amazing soles that are very durable. You'll notice here that it is a size 8H. So 8 is in the Australian size, it's more like a 9, but the H means that it's wider. Why is that? Well, first of all, I need a wider boot just for comfort. But the great things about this is with these boots, and you'll see them kind of going in here right now, everybody says these fit like trainers. They're almost like sneakers. They're so comfortable, and they really are. They have a certain amount of give to them. They're super comfortable. The soles and the insoles are specifically cushioned, so you can wear this all day long, a lot at a time. And you're going to notice that in these boots, they have something called a chiseled toe. It's not a super, super rounded toe that you would see in a lot of boots. It's a chiseled toe, which gives it a very nice, different look. I will tell you, these boots that you see me wearing right now, I thought there was going to be a lot of break-in time. There wasn't a lot of break-in time at all. After one wearing, these became so soft and supple that now they are like wearing a pair of slippers or sneakers for that matter. So I highly recommend these. I think a lot of you have gone out there and already purchased these, but it's an amazing investment. Let's take a look at something else. This next piece, as you can see from the pictures that you just saw, my gosh, there's a lot of photos of Daniel Craig wearing the Canada Goose jacket that you see there. In fact, even when he was doing the Spectre PR and roll call, he was wearing that jacket. Well, what is that jacket? Well, here it is. It is called the Spirit, that's the color, hoodie, the Spirit hoodie. And it is the Lodge hoodie to be exact. But from Canada Goose, let's talk about this brand because it is a counterfeited brand. This is an actual jacket. By the way, the reason I know that is you can actually send your jacket, like I purchased this online, you can send a picture of this badge right here. You can also send, and I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but if it does, I'm impressed. This little hologram right here, which has a unique identification number. It has a hologram of a little polar bear and a lot of information here as well. And then finally, you can authenticate it through the badge itself because the real badge is very crisp. It's not all mottled, it's not all blotched together. But you can actually send pictures of your jacket with those 3 different things. And here's a really cool customer service. Canada Goose will authenticate your jacket. This jacket has authentication to it, so it is real. Well, like we talked about, the reason why I think Daniel Craig wears this is it is amazingly comfortable. This is a size medium. It fits me perfectly. It is so light because of the type of really great down feathers that they use, and they distribute the down feathers incredibly well. Why? Well, they've been around since 1957. They started off as a small manufacturing mom and pop company, and they're now a gigantic mom and pop company. You can't really swing a dead coyote in New York City without hitting one of these jackets. So they are really popular everywhere. Now this particular one is a pretty popular one because Daniel Craig, I think, has like 1 or 2 of them. He's got one without a hood, one with a hood. They're both Daniel Craig worn. What I like about this one is the hood is huge. It's going to protect you from the wind. You can kind of close yourself up into kind of a snorkel type atmosphere. Let's show you how the back fits. very comfortable, it's sleek, it's fitted. What I like about this is with some down coats, they are huge, they're billowy, you look like the Michelin tire man walking around. Not this. And the whole thing can actually go up into one of its own pocket into a tiny sack. The details are really great too, and again, I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but everything from the zip pulls having details to even the interior placket here having the interior details of the Canada Goose. And if we go inside, there is a lot of pocket room. This would be great for skiing, snowboarding, walking. There's even a pocket up in here where you can hold tissues, and it's all down insulated. And there's another little badge again. So lots of great markings. The one thing you want to do with this jacket, first of all, find one. They're great, affordable, and they're going to last you forever. And here's the nice thing about Canada Goose: if something happens to your jacket, they will repair it for free, for life. So you're investing in a jacket that really you should have forever and may even be an heirloom piece. But authenticate it. Make sure that if you don't buy it directly from them, that you're authenticating it. Trust me, it's peace of mind. You will be happy. But I think you really came to this video to see another jacket, am I right? Yeah, I think I'm right. Well, let's take a look at that. So as you can see, this is the jacket that you've been waiting for. It's a beautiful canvas jacket. Daniel Craig wears it everywhere. You can see how slim. I'm totally kidding you, right? I mean, this is obviously a jacket. It's a canvas jacket that was sent by a company to replicate the jacket that you saw in the picture previously. And that's a jacket that everybody's been asking about. This was seen years ago. Daniel Craig was wearing it to an airport and on the streets of New York. He was wearing it to football games everywhere. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, I need that shearling jacket. Well, now shearling, as everybody knows, is really in. Where did he get that jacket from? Well, good friend of mine decided to give me the source of that jacket after exhausting searches right in Toronto at a company called Four Seasons Furs. Four Seasons Furs. Four Seasons Furs is run by a gentleman named Angelo. And that's Angelo's contact information right there, because I know a lot of you are going to want to contact him. Story goes that basically Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz were walking through Toronto. They walked into this store, they saw the jacket, and they fell in love with the jacket. She got a jacket, he got a jacket. She got a white one, he got the one that you saw in the picture. They did make some changes to the original jacket. The original jacket was long like this. He wanted it to be a little bit more cropped and shorter. He wanted the sleeves to be a little bit differently. So it's Daniel Craig, it's James Bond. Guess what? They said, no problem. And by the way, Angelo is the type of gentleman, I've been dealing with him for some time now. He would do that for anybody. It's not just because it was Daniel Craig. He would do it for David Zaritsky, which he did. So the first thing they do is they send you a canvas jacket like this, and you've seen this in one of our previous videos, to get fitted, to make sure it fits. And when I received this, it was okay. But I wanted it to go a little bit higher. I wanted it to fit a little bit snug. I wanted the armholes to be higher. I gave them all the instructions, did some measurement myself. Mind you, they're in Toronto. I'm here in Pennsylvania. And I sent them all the information, and let's take a look to see what came back instead. This is it. I know you've been teased on Instagram. Everybody's been asking where it is. Here it is. And I have to tell you, this did take months to come in, and it's only because Angelo and I were working very closely together to get this jacket right, to get it as close, if not dead on, and it is dead on now, to the one that Daniel Craig wears, owns, walks the streets, does the airports, and we're going to put this puppy on. First of all, we got to talk about the shearling itself, because what had to happen was Angelo had to go back out and source this absolutely beautiful ivory shearling that has this amazing suede. Now this suede I don't know how well the color's coming out in the suede, but it's unusual. It looks like a light brown, but it's almost a mustard light brown. It catches the light different way, which is why in pictures it looks like he's wearing almost a yellowish suede or a gold suede. It's this color, it's this very light brown that actually has gotten even a little bit lighter since I've been wearing it. And what's amazing about it is the natural shearling on this is so soft, but it's not billowy. I mean, you could see in a lot of the pictures that it's a somewhat fitted jacket and it's cropped. You could see how short it is. It comes just below the belt line. So when you talk and give Angelo measurements, you want to make sure that it fits the way you want it to fit, / the way Daniel Craig is wearing it. So the arms themselves, they're pretty tight to the arm. I mean, they're not all billowy, they're not hanging down. The armholes are high. You can see that they have these amazing leather seams everywhere. I'm going to turn around for a second. You can see the seams on the back. They're really interesting, but those are very functional. Those are specifically to hold all the different frames, the different swatches of leather together. In fact, at first this had a seam down the middle, and we said, wait a minute, that's not how Daniel Craig wears it. He has an open placket. So they had to source a certain size leather. Now, there is room in this to wear a sweater. I'm just wearing the Indigo Rag & Bone Henley, but you can see that I have a little bit of room, but not too much room. It's not billowy, and if you ever see him wear this in some of the pictures, it's not skin tight, it's not like, you know, like a suede shirt on you. It should be just big enough that it gives a little bit. But what's nice about this is it gives you a very kind of casual look. You know, it's cropped so you can put your hands in your pocket. The movement on it is excellent. It kind of moves with you. You can see that underneath here, there isn't all of this fabric. It's pretty tight to here. If you want, you could even get it tighter to here. You could get it just a little bit closer. I wouldn't get it too much closer. But this is perfect that I can put a sweater under here. I can put a shawl collar. I can put layers under here and be able to take it off. I will tell you, I've worn this many times before this video, and this jacket is good in very low temperatures. I was shocked. I wore this in 15, 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the hoodie, Spirit hoodie, Lodge hoodie from Canada Goose that I just had on before, that goes down to like 5 degrees. I mean, that's a cold winter jacket. This one, I think the sweet spot is anywhere from probably 20 degrees, I would say all the way up to 50. I mean, this is really breathes well. And I took this walking in the park, I didn't sweat. And the reason I didn't sweat in it, even when it got a little bit warmer, is it's natural fibers, folks. I mean, this is animal, and animals know how to breathe. So this breathes extremely well. What I love about these sleeves, by the way, is, and you'll see this in some of the pictures, is you can really kind of alter this. You can make this a little bit longer, or you could make it a little bit shorter. You know, if you're going about town and you need kind of a little bit more room. This jacket could really take on its own, but the details are apparent. Nice little thing up here with the collar, and I know I'm giving a lot of detail because people wanted to see this, is this buckle over here. You've got kind of this strap that moves to the other side. Oh, there's the buckle, David. Get your act straight. This really causes it so you can zip it up, but then bring it up over your face, and I will tell you, I've done it like this, where the wind is blowing. This keeps almost like a muffler. Muffler? I don't know. I don't care. You know what I'm talking about. For your cheeks. It keeps you warm. So if you don't have a face sweater like I do this winter, it really helps. So I always say, do I highly recommend this? First of all, the customer experience has been amazing. Angelo is, he's a perfectionist. He didn't care about advertising. He didn't care about this vlog. Well, he cared about the vlog, but he wasn't like, yes, get my name out there. He just wants to make customers happy. And he said, David, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. But you can get in touch with him if you want one of these. You can chat him up. They'll make it just for you. So it is made for you. You can customize it however way you want. It's an amazing experience. Well, this has been a short back dive into Daniel Craig. What's Daniel wearing? And again, check out that Instagram that our friend has. It's regular. And on a regular basis, you can find out what these brands are, collect them, have fun with them, improve your style. This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience, and we will see you very soon. Take care.